Hi everyone, welcome back, or welcome for the first time. So we are reacting to a Thelma Houston song called You Used to Hold Me So Tight. And this was requested by Gerald, so thank you so much again, Gerald, for your request. I've never heard this song, and I don't think I've heard a Thelma Houston song. I could be wrong, her name does ring a bell, but I don't think I'm not sure. I don't know, but I haven't listened to this song. So thank you so much, Gerald, and let's get into it. Wow. Yeah. Crazy. Wow, that was so good. That was so 80s. So like 84, yeah, mid 80s, like proper 80s genre, that 80s tune that was. Wow. Yeah, I don't think I've ever heard her before, potentially. I don't know if she's got like a really well-known song that like potentially people have sampled, but yeah, I've definitely not heard this one. And it was just so good. Like, what I really liked about it, obviously, was like very 80s, but also very, what are the instruments used in this? There's a lot of sort of what's the word I'm looking for? Like synths, if that's what the word is. Thelma Houston. Da, da, da. Because there were so many modern, like proper 80s, like modern elements to it that at that time were obviously very modern and very like maybe the start of like using those kind of machines to actually create sounds. Which, I mean, tell me if I'm wrong, guys, because I feel like you guys know a little bit more about me in terms of the... Wait, let me use that. Let me go on to instruments. Instruments used. Synth, yeah. Synthesizers, synth pads, bass synths. Yeah, which carry the main melodic hook, definitely. Yeah, the drum machines as well. I was going to say the drum pattern in this was crazy. Someone's just towing their truck. Wow. So a lot of the drum patterns in this was crazy. And I like the mixture of it. What I like about, this song was like the mixture of the kind of raw instruments like the saxophone and then the real heaviness of the synths and the drum machines, the electronic instruments that were used in this for sure, like it says here. Oh, okay. Acoustic piano. So my love, it seems like so many years that we have shared the love and so many tears. The passion that... Honestly, those chords that are played in with the synths are ding, ding, that was my favorite bit, like the ding, 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 ding. It was just so good. Like the chords were sick. Oh, how I long for the old good days. I still remember, baby, when you used to hold me so tight. Used to hold me, you used to hold me so tight. So good. There's so many layers to it that I think are just... But that acoustic piano, I don't know, I can't seem to hear that. Yeah, I can't actually hear it unless it's been like there's something changed in it, like it's an acoustic piano, but that wouldn't be a thing back then, would it? Interesting. But I do have to say the drum patterns as well. I love the bits where it kind of stopped and it like stopped and then the drum pattern kind of went off and it was like in and off and it was like very unique and almost, it was the drum patterns sort of switched up, which kind of create like, it's like, it was really cool. I love that. And like I said, the chords with a ding ding, honestly, I love that for me, like a good set of chords, I feel like it just really, it adds a lot of feeling to a song, obviously, because not a lot of acoustic instruments are used in this. It's a lot more synthesizers, synths. I can never say that word, synths. And like electronic drums, like they said, and like a lot of electronic stuff that's used on this. Even though the chords are done with those electronic things, it's like it still brings that soulfulness to it. I feel like a good set of chords, no matter what instrument you're using, no matter what you do to put in those chords, I do feel like it always adds this sort of soulfulness to it and this feeling of like, ooh, and I feel like this song definitely has that, even though it's very like sort of pop vibes, isn't it? Like proper, what is this, funk? Like 80s like pop funk. Yeah, okay, yeah. So it still has so many elements of like the soulfulness to it of like her voice. I think her voice really adds that, and it's like, yeah, the song is very funky and very like dun, 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 like you can really like groove to it. I mean, I feel like 80s songs are always like that. Like not all of them, obviously, but like they have these like the typical 80s sound to me is this where it's like really funky, it's poppy, but then there's also like the vocals are still on point. You know, the vocals have their layers. The vocals have that strength and that soulfulness that's brought in, and I love that contrast. So it kind of makes you feel, it makes you feel good because like we all love a good vocal on a track, don't we? Like I feel like even with nowadays like house music, when there's a great solo vocalist on the track, it's kind of just, yeah, it's that you were there to sort of dance and have a vibe to it, but then that the vocals and the, yeah, it just creates like a, yeah, it just, I don't know, it just creates like a soulfulness and just a nice feeling, you know, on top of the nice feeling it feels like when you're dancing and stuff like that. I hope that makes sense. Yeah, honestly, her voice, man. And like also not just the grooviness that, you know, there's that grooviness, the vibe of it where it makes you want to dance, but then there's also this like longing because she is longing for this person because you used to hold me so tight, and she's missing this person and she's longing for that person, but it's like you can still groove to it, you know, but there is so much longing in her voice. Like a lot of the time she's kind of no no no, yeah, that kind of, you know. She's like, oh, baby. Even when she's quiet, she has the bits where she's loud and she's like, oh, and she's like, oh, baby. You know, it's just kind of like, oh, I love that about it. And obviously the saxophone is just flipping incredible. There was a particular bit of this where I really liked her voice in this bit. I think it's here almost. Wow. Yeah, it's just so good. It's really good. And the cover, even like, I always tend to focus on the covers as well because I am a photographer and I work a lot with music artists in creating their cover art as well, and their sort of album covers, their single covers. And so I'm always very like attentive to that as well, and like the visuals of it, if it's the music video or just the album single cover. And I just love it. I feel like it adds so much, like the colors. Also her dress is insane. What? That's just crazy. So it's adding like this feminineness to it, and this like beautiful, the colors, the pink and the yellow, I love those colors together, but then it's all this kind of like cool popness, like it's almost like the graffiti vibe to it, and it's a bit chaotic but in the best way. It's kind of like, you know, and yeah, the colors, it's so 80s, and I just feel like it adds the vibe of the song, you know, like the funkiness to it, the kind of chaotic sort of high vibe of it, of like, yeah, groove, funky, you know. But yeah, I love that cover. I think it's really cool. I haven't really seen a cover like this before. I like it. That's sort of like street vibes to it, but also like this elegance, you know, with her dress, and like she's literally looks like she's about to go to like a ball or something, you know, with this long feathery sort of dress with the kind of sparkly top like this, and oh, I love it. Oh my god, I'm obsessed. So yeah, what a great song. Let's have a little look at the other stuff. So obviously saxophone was in there, love that. Additional electronic and acoustic percussion. There was just so much going on. Yeah, so there's definitely drums programs set to the staccato, up tempo and danceable rhythm. Acoustic piano was laid underneath, bass and electric guitars. Yeah, honestly, let's have a little look at the context of the actual song as well. I always like to know, because I feel like this one was so heavily, yeah, there's so many instruments that I've never really heard before, like all in one place, and I definitely wanted to see what was there, you know. So post-disco and R&B track by Thelma Houston, written and produced by Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis. I've heard of those names a lot now now that I've been listening to a lot of this genre. Well, you guys have been requesting a lot of this music from the 80s. And I've definitely seen these names a lot now, and I've looked at the context, so it's cool to kind of become familiar. So they written and produced it, and the song is a reflection of Houston's career evolution and a still example of 80s electronic soul. That's interesting how I picked up on that, because it is like there's that soulful element to it, but also that very modern sort of electronic feel, which is, yeah, you definitely picked up on that for sure, which is sick, which is so cool. Thematic meaning. So actually, you know what, we haven't actually looked at the lyrics. I wasn't even focused on the lyrics. That's the thing. It's quite funny because I was so focused on the instrumental. That was what was really carrying it. But I always feel like the lyrics in these kind of songs are always they always have quite a meaning to them, and like subconsciously you kind of pick up on the meaning of the song. My love, it seems like oh so many years that we have shared the love, oh so many tears, the passion that was ours seemed to go away. One hug, then one kiss is all that I've received today. Oh, how I long for the good old days. You used to hold me so tight. Try to get back the flame that used to burn inside your warm embrace. Our love is still alive. Break down this barrier we've built over the years. Oh, I love that line. Forever keep me close, hold me, oh so near. And used to hold me so tight. Bring back the good days. I still remember. I think this is the bit where she's kind of singing like the ad libs. So to be fair, there's not that many lyrics, but that's the thing. It's like you don't need so many lyrics. She's kind of expressed the feelings and a bit of deeper feelings here. And then she's kind of repeating, and then the instrumental is what kind of carries the vibe of the song. But then you have those elements of sort of longing and heartache throughout the song with the lyrics. And like they were saying, electronic soul, the soulfulness being her voice and the lyrics, and just, yeah, the softness of her voice and like her ability to kind of belt and then go like into runs and bring it down a bit. It's like, yeah, what a vibe. Thank you so much, Gerald, for requesting this. I'm really grateful to be introduced to this artist and to this music always. I'm so grateful for everybody's requests. So if you do have another one, or if you haven't requested yet and you're wondering how to do that, there is a link in my description to send any over. I also have a Patreon as well, where I upload a lot about music, sort of music discussions, deeper discussions, because I feel like I never have enough time to speak about all of these songs and what I kind of gather from music and what I learn along the journey. So that's a place where I'm going to be talking more about that in depth. I also will be posting other reactions that YouTube doesn't allow me to post on here, because YouTube just restricts certain videos like that. But now I have a place for those. I'll also be talking more about my journey as a musician, creating my own songs, performances, sort of jam nights that I have in my city, just a lot about my journey as well. So if that's something that interests you, as well as the other parts that I said, then feel free to join via the link in the description. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. Very grateful. And yeah, till next time.